as it often does. Rare skip? No, thank you. Cool. Still a little bit short. But not catastrophically so. Can go shoot the moon for the early game. I think this wins without a queen, but still worth checking for the queen. Barely. I haven't seen a single queen since we got this. Alright then. At least we get through pretty easily here. Hallucination is nice, even if a bit expensive right now. We did just pass the club boss. But, like, again, I just haven't seen a single queen. There we go. Not playing this Royal Flush here, so that we can actually get Molt. Probably still would have won, but there's just no reason to play it. Okay. Problem here is this is going to win too quickly now. Or not. Should have been on the clubs. Who's gonna win? Go Pluto for now. Cards. Here. Here. Okay. We hit enough queens. The tower can be useful for actually getting a score because we have no chips right now. We do, however, have an overstock, which is nice, since we aren't going to get to see a lot of shops through rolling as a result of the Vagabond at this stage. We have a lot of clubs we can build towards. Polychrome is probably harder to find than a red seal. It's kind of wild that they're all 9s. Let's take we can strengthen that. It's what, 3 strengths away from a queen? Here. And this. Okay. Not really the suit that we're going for right now. I think we still need the help with their scoring on the queens at the moment. Money? Thank you. Alright, that may have to be the end of the Vagabond, since we have the hallucination and the scoring is starting to get a little sketchy, and gonna need to find a way to get money eventually anyway. Nice. Let's go here, and actually that should have been backwards, but it's fine. Okay. Swash isn't terrible. Sells for the most the rebate. If it weren't eternal, I would take, but I choose to be greedy here. Got a good setup with overstock and some decent deck fixing from the Taros, so I'm gonna lean on that. Boy, that burglar would have been real nice with the Vagabond. Oh well. These are pretty bad. Decent hallucination value though. Oh. You? Okay, so we want to copy the steel card if at all possible. And this polychrome card is probably not going to be terribly relevant. Did not want that to win yet. So now this death is stranded. I think they made a video game about that. Okay. Already seen the club boss. I think we want more random queens. We want the steel queens, and we want to break non-queens. And eventually, we may want to turn these queens into kings. We also want to find a blue seal because we're about to lose a significant amount of our scoring once this blue joker goes away. Helpful. It's a purple. I'll take that. I'll take this as well. Might as well snag the talisman. Egg. I'm just gonna use this here. Was looking for a death, but probably not that important. We could just immediately use a blue joker. High card's at level 3, which isn't terrible. but not good enough for the increasing blind scaling here. And we're gonna need to roll. Huge Pluto. Vagabond is back. We should roll once with the planets, just in case we find something. Or find exactly Pluto. Flush is a highly leveled hand if we need something that involves more chips. I don't think we will, just because of the steel draw here. Let's see what it looks like without any chips involved. Okay. This would only increase our, like, that bonus card was probably a 2x on our score. I would take this bowl if it weren't perishable, but it is. Let's roll once. Cryptid. Not great right now because we don't have that red seal that we're looking for. But, like, we're also just kind of in need of some scoring at the moment. Let's play this. We want to see more cards. This might just be necessary for our survival with how few queens we've drawn right now. Want to get some of the steel. I do have 3 pieces of the steel. Not. We'll just go ahead and put it here then and pray that we survive this. $60 chips on that. It's probably worth playing. Whole house has 65. Let's play that instead. It cost me a little bit of extra money to get there, as well as a pretty important resource in that cryptid, but surviving is... It doesn't matter, you know, how much value we get if we don't survive. Okay, that could be a play long-term, as we maybe try to get out of the shoot the moon. Huge. Nothing here. 6 cents. Okay. Well, that's a good deja vu target. Let's aura, see what we get. Gonna reroll the aura later to try and get polychrome. But I think it'll matter because we are looking locked in for a high card build, but just in case we find an off-ramp into something different. Make more steel. The Pluto was tempting, but I think we're at like 50 chips is actually decent progress on that. Blue seal. Huge. And we drew the blue. Need to be more patient. I keep forgetting about the purple. This isn't in the right spot, but I mean, we're so close it doesn't matter. Okay. The banana's entire purpose was to perish, because the timing of it with the steel and the mime in particular isn't terribly important, so. Thank you for your service, banana. But I'm glad you're gone. I think I'm going to preemptively strengthen this. We have so many queens now that the shoot the moon is less relevant than the mime on the steel. Okay, that can allow me to slow down on constellation spending. So even though it costs me money, because of the rental, it might actually end up saving me money. Because I don't need to spend as much on like planet levels. So we can maybe just focus on getting like Pluto levels from here, so that we can roll down for longer term jokers. I mean, this might be a temptation if we had hit Polychrome on that red seal, but since we didn't, as an Eternal, we probably got to pass. We're already, like, it's the counterpart to Mime, right? And we're closer to a Baron build than we are an Idol build for sure. Wow. Those are unfortunate cards to foiled again. Guess hollowed again. It's every single time it's in the exact wrong spot. It's the worst pot. Like, I just need to maybe throw a hand here to see how many queens I have, if any. Okay, that's a steel one. Also going to use this here. This is maybe one of the most frustrating wheels I've ever encountered. Like, every single critical card, save for maybe one or two, was upside down. We just need to cut away at our deck without turning off the driver's license, which I do have a tendency to do lately. Toss blind. Annoying. But as long as we don't draw like this, we'll be fine. Have some purple to maybe draw towards. Okay, we're not far off from the point where the mime is doing all the work, not the shoot the moon. But we do need maybe more steel for that to actually be the case. That's very nice. Shouldn't have bought it immediately though. Yeah, that's why. Don't know that I need the second blue seal anymore. This is a lot of money to pass up on. So I'm just choosing not to. Sure. Thank you. Don't need those. Don't need that. I guess we could re-roll this, but again, we're looking pretty locked into the high card. Oops. Yeah, should be fine. Let's play this. Those are the only two cards that mattered? That is unbelievable. These boss blinds are outrageous right now. Speaking of. More inventory slots is good. Okay, there's the death target that we want. I think with the Red Seal, Kings, yeah, we can get there. We just have to draw them. Cryptid would be helpful. Or levels will be helpful. Bean is helpful. I don't really want to part ways with any of these jokers. Like, I like the value that Hallucination is providing. Yeah, what does non-Red Seal Steel look like? Yeah, a couple of those will do it too. So as long as we hit some steel, so we maybe want to try and fish for a Chariot. Could be opening the Arcana packs last. Opening down on more cards is another way that we can improve our draws. Okay. So we hit the hand that we already know gets there, right? Even if not immediately. Really surprised this 9 is still alive. And there it goes. Thank you, Balatro. GG. Let's see if we can find that Baron that we've been working towards. We do have a bit of time. Cryptid, nothing worth cryptiding. Foiled again. See if we can find a death. Oh, now we draw the good card. I mean, there's even a world where we just onk the mime at one point. Maybe that's a little too ambitious with so little steel. Just make more red seal steel then. Greediest man alive just dropped. Go here. Uh-oh. It's going to be a problem if we don't draw any of our steel. There we go. Okay. Alright. Bit of a lateral move in terms of our score, but it gives us a lot more flexibility. Oh, I should be copying the reserve parking here, I think. Still have a few queens. Still have some purple seals. Okay. Gets us through ante 11, but we don't necessarily always draw like that. We have some time to clean up our deck and find some other jokers, though, especially with that voucher. I'll be discarding kings right now. I don't have any queens that are steel. I don't know how many gold cards I can actually afford to keep right now. I need to be finding this steel or we're going to die. These are horrific draws? Okay. I don't know if this wins, so I'm just going to do this to try and give myself the best chance at winning in these next two hands. Yeah. Should be enough. But maybe I need to take that voucher more immediately. Or find some more tools to improve my scoring. Now would be a great time for the Turtle Bean to come back because I need to see more cards in my deck. Okay. Let's More money, but not exactly what I need right now. I need score. No. $23. Should be enough just by copying the mime now. It's not. I'm dead, maybe? Yeah, I'm dead. Got too greedy again. Ooh.